Welcome in, folks. Looks as though everything is working correctly. Okay. Gotta bear with me just a little bit when I'm setting up for VR here. So I've gotta get all my alt tabs in the right order. Alright, there we go. So we're going to do a little bit of combat this evening. That's why I'm in VR. And something new, I thought we would try the camera with the headset on. I know some people have mentioned that it's easier, and I've noticed when I'm watching VR players, if they have a camera up themselves, it's easier as a viewer to keep track of what's going on when I turn my head and things. So, we've got a Kestrel. I have spent some time in it. Quite happy with it, by the way. Here's what we're rocking. We got the Class 3 Mark II plasma shock accelerators, just standard. Two gimbaled beams, no engineering on those. Point defense, kill warrant, which, take it or leave it. I've got two D-rated shield boosters. Those are both engineered resistance augment grade 1. No experimental. We're running overcharged grade 1, no experimental on the power plant. Grade 3 dirty drive, no drag drives yet. FSD doesn't matter. That's kind of where we're at here. Let's see. I did switch out my shield. I was running a bi-weave. I found that the plain old 5A with the shield boosters actually, as I've gotten better with the ship, that holds up better for the way I fly and fight, which is not well, for the record. And then we've got some standards in here. I did keep the flight assist just because I haven't got anything else to put in there. I could put some module and hull reinforcements, but honestly, this is more of a shield tank than anything, and I'm fine with it the way it is. Maybe once I unlock the Guardian shield boosters, I'll take another look at that. I do want to take a quick moment and make sure I've turned everything in. I did some hauling and some, well, not exploring, but some travel to get over here. So I want to make sure I've redeemed everything, as there's a pretty good shot I get blown up at least once tonight. I think only once is rather optimistic. Now, we are going to be working the CG, so we're going to be pirate hunting. I have one mission already. So let's see if I can get through this without the joystick gremlins giving me too hard a time. 36. And I got 6 days. Yeah, I can run 36. Hey, I wanted that one. 3. Yeah, that's a wing mission. Do I really want to mess with that? Yeah. That one's 8. Yeah, I don't care about the money. I'm just flying for fun. So let's roll with those 2 missions. I don't think I need to do anything else. I should probably check, because I just had to swap some keybinds. General. Ship controls. What was I going to check? Targeting. That's what I always seem to have trouble with. Switch that to hold. We'll leave that. We'll leave that. And let's try it with what we got there. And then, of course, double check fire groups. Always a good practice. Right now I've got my beams on a different fire group so that I can have the kill warrant scanner on there as a secondary. It's been working for me. I know not everybody uses those, and they are kind of hit or miss, especially when you're using the stock one like I am right now. It's kind of painful, to be perfectly honest, but There are worse things, and we are headed to Luton Star. Nice thing about this ship is it is just silly. Ah, I still got the toast train. That's what I get for getting cocky. So this is the cockpit on the Kestrel, for those of you who haven't seen. Not a lot back there. It's pretty tight quarters, but I don't mind it.
All clear. Goodbye,
I am
Commander.
using the Oculus mirror application again, so in theory what you're seeing is what I'm seeing, only not quite what I'm seeing, because you don't have to contend with the field of view that I do, because I wear glasses, so this stands off my face a good bit. So I can see left to right, I can see the light year distance to my target, and I can see up to the engine, pips, and energy meter. So when you see me look over like this, I'm just checking the fuel and stuff like that. I know you guys can see it, but I have to turn my head to see it, because it's not quite in view. But honestly, I figure in combat I'm going to be zipping around looking at other things anyway, so not too concerned about it. We'll tackle it as we go, I guess. And if you enjoy watching me make a complete fool of myself in combat, don't forget to hit the like button. Subscribe if you enjoy what you see. I don't do a ton of combat. I enjoy combat, but my primary activities are probably mining and exploring. There's all kinds of trouble to be getting into, though. Over here. And I think I'm gonna skip the warm-up. Actually, no. That's a bad idea. Let's filter this down. That's a bit much. I am going to be working in the... We had a... I thought for sure we had a high resource zone. Okay, we do. Just lose my marbles. Nothing to see here, folks. And I'm working in the high zone because I just seem to have better luck getting ones and twos there. I'm not the best combat pilot. I can go work in the Hazareza, just flying solo. I seem to get more work done in the high because I can, you know, pull in the system police and stuff. But we may pop over to the Hazarez later, see what kind of mischief I can get into. I do love this ship for a whole lot of things. I don't love the cockpit on flat screen. It's got all the same problems for me the Eagle does because it is the Eagle cockpit. But in VR, it is not so bad. These big vertical bars are not... There's a microphone there. I just can't see it. The big big vertical bars are not the end of the world in VR. So I've been enjoying it. Of course, I've got chat pinned down there in the middle there, so I can see it and hopefully address it. Whoa, I feel like we're coming in awfully hot. I should have just left it the way it was. How far? 857 kilometers. Ooh, thank you. I think I accidentally goosed the throttle there when I was talking and bumped it out of Super Cruise Assist. What does the pink light? Oh, it's an odd tint for it to have. Huh. Must be because it's behind the heads-up readout there. So if I come up here, it's just a glare on the beam. There are all sorts of fun stuff in VR.
Frameshift drive charging.
Now, this ship is underpowered. I've got my power groups pretty well dialed in, I think, so when we get over here and pop the hard points out, it is going to shut off some things. Nothing too important, mostly the flight assists and fuel scoop and stuff like that. Stuff I'm not using in combat anyways. Oh, actually, you know what? Since I did that engineering, maybe I don't lose things. Yeah, as long as I keep the AFMU off, I'm fine, I guess. I'll take that. And of course, we have arrived here when there's nothing going on. Unless that python is a fellow that wants to tangle. Oh, he is. But there's 3 of them. What else we got? What else is in his group here? A viper, 2 vipers from the looks of things. Not gonna lie, that's not gonna be my warm-up unless he attacks that ship right there. Okay, so it might have to be the warm-up. Okay, who's doing the shoot? Alright. These guys are gonna pick on the poor miners. I guess I don't have a whole lot of choice in the matter, do I? Is almost too zippy. You gotta really stay on target. I hear OBS hollering at me. I assume it's disconnecting and reconnecting. Can't see. And I'm a bit disappointed.
Target destroyed.
I assume they already got the python and such. Looks like a bad assumption. That's obscure. There's the python. Much easier target to hit. Told you, shooting vipers was a bad warm-up. That's enough. Are we actually connected? Yeah, Tube says we are. Okay. Guess now we find some new targets.
Detected.
I would assume that's system security. Looks like I might be wrong. I've been wrong before. You want to be one of my 36 pound? I'm okay with that. really need to get the thermal vents. Not that I would be able to sustain fire much better with this power distributor. Ooh, it's a bad day, fella. Thank you for the money. That's also, yep, that's also security. He's just mining. What are we looking at? That shield back up where it belongs. But he's shooting at security somewhere. I'd have to go to the hazard. Cops are starting to steal my kills. This is backwards. I'm supposed to be stealing theirs. Done that in my federal assault ship. I do wish the gremlins would stop switching my fire groups on me. That's going to become a problem. I wasn't doing it quite so bad the other evening. But it seems to be acting up a bit today. Quite what I'm looking for. I would prefer pirates. What are we doing on that? 5 out of 36. They are stacking. Good. Far away from the res are we? Still, we can get sidetracked and then just wander away from where you think you are. Everyone seems to have shoved off for the time being. I wish I knew why OBS was dropping and coming back like that. Oh, there's a pigeon. Way too hot. was a hot mess, folks. A hot mess. Told you I wasn't a very good combat pilot. Alright, we're making it work though. Probably ought to get that shield some juice in it. Since I seem to keep beating it up running into folks. For the record, it's not what the manufacturer had in mind. Okay, go on and shoot. This guy's done with the average bear. Those of you unaware, watching the kill warrant scanner there, this is an unengineered D rated, I think? D or C. It's nothing fancy. Yeah, it's an E. Probably because I was using too much power with anything better. Which is kind of what makes the reward for this CG, if you're in the top 75, worth your time. Because it does get you other bounties. Like, if I look over here... okay, these are all Earth defense at the moment, but folks that are not mission targets, I will see other systems they're wanted in and get bounties for those that I can collect as well. It is a little extra money. It's not necessarily always worth it, but if you are doing a lot of pirate hunting and you've got a double engineered one that's long range and fast scan, absolutely worth it, in my opinion. Mine is not engineered at all, so naturally I'm not getting much, and I'm actually not going to use it on mission targets going forward here, because it's just not worth it. I need a little throttle discipline here. I should be able to just park on this button stand. See how that works for us. Would have worked better if I'd remembered to do it before I got in that fight. I could have really kept hammering that guy. Yeah, he's clean. Boring. Where are my criminals at? This place is supposed to be infested.
Mission objective detected.
You don't say. Oh. Is that condo one? Oh, I think it is. No, don't target it. That's my boy. Okay, so this guy's wanted. He's not a mission target, so I have to kill warrant scan him. And when we take him out, I should have some bounties collectible other than Earth defense.
Warning. Temperature critical.
Wow. You don't want to play the orbit game with a Kestrel there, Matthew. That's a poor idea. I'm a terrible pilot. I can orbit you until I hit a rock. Seems to have another bone to chew on for a moment.
Warning. Temperature critical.
Woohoo! That thing hits like a Mack truck. shield cell banks. Okay, see, there we go. So it is worthwhile sometimes to have that scanner. Not always. I mean, it's gonna take forever for that shield to come back up. Suppose I shouldn't be playing bumper cars with anacondas. It's not one of my brighter moments.
Scan detected.
Okay, I'm gonna lead off that vertical thrust there. I didn't see a single python here the other night, so I am glad to see a few. Just zero throttle sitting here. He's apparently doing the same. And if you get off and it kicks away, if you get back on target pretty quick, the kill warrant scanner will lose its progress. That's helpful. Come on. I need to engineer this distributor so that... Hey, you finally got turned around, Bozo. Congratulations. Oh, come on. More. Thank you. Yeah, 40% shield's good enough, right? Yeah, working for you, bud. I got a little happy with the shot cannon there. Just kill them, not yourself. Oh yes, get it together. Not asking a lot here. Come on. Well, I think I better sit here a moment and collect my thoughts, as it were. That looks really choppy out there. Is it choppy on your end, or is that just my preview running like garbage? Does it look on the YouTube preview? On the YouTube preview.
Shields online. Shields online.
Oh, I am dropping frames. Quite a few. That is no bueno. What the hell is going on here? Wow, that is running crap. Bear with me just a minute, folks. I'm going to see if I can determine what is going on here. Alright, folks. I don't know what the issue is. The speed test looks like crap. I don't know if my ISP's having issues or, if it's just because it's peak traffic time, but we're going to call it there because it looks pretty rough on my end and I'm constantly disconnecting. So, uh, I'm off tomorrow. Maybe we'll stream again tomorrow. But thanks for dropping by. We'll try this again when conditions improve, I guess. Have a good night, guys. Thanks for stopping in.